Hey, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the Vols for Life podcast. Bob, kind of exciting day, I think.
Hey, seem
Um,
like you're a little pumped up there, Tim.
well, Bob, we just beat Vanderbilt over in Memorial Gymnasium, and what's not to like about that?
Yeah, I mean, anytime you can beat Vandy in any sport, that's awesome. They have actually gotten a lot better here recently in a lot of the sports, really. So it's better to crush them dreams and let them know their pecking order and whatever sport we're playing them in.
Yeah, they got a little. I think they got a little update after the football season this year.
Yeah,
So,
I had one guy comment on one of our videos, and he started kind of thinking like they was something. So we need to make sure that guy, if he ever jumps back on here again, I'd say we'll make sure he knows, you know, their place. You know what I mean? But I guess we're going to talk about several things today, Tim. A little bit of football, a little bit of basketball, a little bit of baseball, a little bit of Lady Vol sports today.
oh yeah, we'll touch on all of it. We'll start off, Bob, with the big news of the week, and that's Joey Aguilar losing his injunction.
Yeah, yeah, that was disappointing. Um, not, I mean, you could argue whether or not that was good or bad for the sport.
Hmm.
Probably, I mean, it probably is good that it didn't happen for the sport. But me being a Tennessee fan, I would like to see him make it back because he did have a good year last year, and a second year with the Vols would have been even better. I feel like,
Yeah, particularly fully healthy,
yeah.
hopefully.
But he can do it an appeal, but it feels like this is hit George McIntyre's team down.
Well, probably,
Yeah,
probably. That's not to discount Brent Faison. I'm
Faison
sorry.
Brandon.
Yeah,
Yeah,
um, yeah, Faison. All the kudos in the world. He's got all the accolades coming out of high school.
hmm
Uh, but you're asking a lot of a true freshman hitting the ground running,
right,
particularly one that probably hasn't had as much field experience even in high school due to injuries and
right,
whatnot.
right. Yeah,
Uh, But George McIntyre, Bob, and I don't know about you, but in the very limited roles that we saw him, during an orange and white game for what that's worth,
yeah,
and backup duty in blowouts,
right.
but he looked like he had a little moxie out there,
Oh
and
yeah, yeah, he did. I mean, you could see some athleticism. You could see, uh,
some arm talent.
yeah, you could see some things that made you feel good about him. And he's got that sneaky athleticism. You know, if the guy's got the right weight to him, uh, I think people would be surprised by how good a runner he'd be. You just kind of worry about that. Everybody's concerned about that weight, because you don't want him to get hurt, him to be your man at quarterback. And knowing it just depends on how much weight he gains in the off season might determine how we use him this year.
Well, if he was to pick up enough weight, I could see running the ball with him some because he does have some ability in that. But my guess is during his first season here, uh, it's going to be running by necessity more than running by choice because they're going to be hesitant um, with throwing that on there.
Right. Oh yeah.
Uh,
Um, it'll be interesting to see what happens. Does face on, beat him out? Does he push him for the job? Um, that's all stuff we're going to talk about on another video we're going to do. We're talking about it and the rest of the team probably midweek this week. So look for that. It'll be
we'll go more
basically
in depth on the
football related about where the team is at and
right
stuff of
coming
that
out of the
nature.
portal and now
Yeah,
the Joey thing
right.
and everything. And before we move on, Bob, we need to say a little more somber news. A local West Rucker
Yeah,
covered the Vols for many years. Unfortunately, passed away in a tragic car accident, leaving behind a wife, a young son, and a daughter on the way.
yeah, that's very sad, Tim. You know, anytime somebody passes away, it's bad, but to me, it's much worse when you have somebody when it happens when they're young and they got a little kid, and especially one on the way, it really hits you, pulls the heartstrings a little bit, you know.
Well, it does, because you all, you can think of, well, what if that happened to my family?
Yeah,
And
right.
you feel that.
Kids should get to see their mom and dad, you know,
Mhm.
when they grow up. I mean, have some memories. I really feel for the family there, right?
It does. Of course, his daughter will never have memories of him, and his son Hank may have some, but they probably won't be clear memories. But
Yeah,
I will say this: they have a GoFundMe out there right now that's raised a whole lot of money,
it has.
and I'll put it in the show notes if I don't forget
Right.
after we get off here. But they will know by the generosity of the people that is given to this GoFundMe just what people thought of their father.
Yeah.
And the way he touched total strangers' lives.
Yeah, that's a good point, Tim. I think that kind of thing does show a clear thing what people thought about him, and hopefully they can see that at some point and realize how big a deal that was.
Yeah, and one other thing, they will be able to see a lot of video footage of their father.
Oh yeah, that's true. A
So,
lot of videos.
so they'll be able to see that. That said, let's get back on a little bit more happier
Yeah.
news, Bob. Let's quickly touch on the lady softball team, which is a pretty
Okay.
happy thing these days. Number one ranked. Uh, Took it this week. I believe it's the first time they've been number one in every polling. Uh, the four major ones, they're unanimous pick across
I
all
may be
four.
right. I mean, they're wearing it out. I mean, they're looking good.
Or they've earned it.
Uh, I mean, they've probably played the toughest schedule in the country so far, and only gave up 5 runs. I mean, they're somewhere in the 80s, I think, on runs scored.
Like 87 to 5, maybe.
Something like that.
It's bad. It's significant. Total domination against the hardest schedule in the country so far. This team, I'm thinking, starts obviously with 5 runs, Bob. It starts with pitching.
Oh, yeah. I mean, they're, and they got not just one pitcher, which I think might be the difference.
Yeah, I don't think they necessarily have 2.
Yeah.
I think they got 3, at least.
I'm going to go out on a limb, Tim, and say, I've kind of looked at their schedule ahead of time. They miss Texas and Oklahoma, which might be the 2 other top teams in the conference.
Yeah, they do get 2 of the top 4 teams probably in the conference.
Yeah.
I mean, in the year, nation.
You got Florida that's really, really good. I won't say Alabama's really good. Arkansas is good. You've got several other SEC teams that's really good, but I'm going to go out on a limb and say, I know this is crazy talk, but
that's never stopped you before.
That's true. I'm going to go out on a limb and say they just lose 1 ball game during the regular season.
Well, that's a limb, because anything can happen on any given day.
Right.
But now, the way they're playing and what I believe they could be by the end of the year, this looks like a dominant team.
They do look like a dominant team. So far, they have played like a dominant team. Yeah.
Yes, they have. Now, on the flip side of that, the ladies basketball team is having quite a different problem.
Yeah, I wondered, Tim, does she make it?
Well,
could she get fired this year?
Kim, I would never have told you for the year that Kim Caldwell could be on the hot seat. I believe she makes it through this year, but she is firmly on the hot seat unless she pulls off a miracle in the tournament.
Right.
Gets on an incredible hot streak. The
record's not horrible.
No, it's not.
But I mean, you want to see progress. I think as an athletic director and a athletic department, you want to see progress toward what you're wanting. And when you get blowed out by a team, more than one team, it's not a good look.
Yeah, and we're not talking like 14-point blowout.
Like 30,
40, 30 and 40.
Yeah,
I mean, the 14-point blowout is only because they took it down from 26 or 27 at the end. I mean, it's the last couple of weeks has shown signs of an implosion.
Yeah, it does. Look like she's lost the team. Looked like she may have she went out and got some head cases possibly in the portal. And losing Ruby Whitehorn at the beginning of the season didn't help.
No, it did not.
I mean, and not just before the season, it was like right before the first game. I will give her, little leeway on that, but that is not good.
No, it's not. I will say this, Bob. The lack of effort that some of her better players appear to exhibit sometimes, um, I believe she needs to just be honest about it, Bob. I know it's hard to sit your quote best players, but the best motivator in any sport is the bench. And if a couple of girls just go to the bench, and I'm talking about stay on the bench for a game or two, maybe it'll wake a couple of them up.
Yeah.
Because the lack of urgency, the lack of effort, and the lack of team play is startling at times.
Yeah.
I don't think she would. For the record, I don't think she gets fired this year.
Right.
I do believe she makes another year. Danny White gives her another opportunity to turn this thing around.
I think you're probably right. I mean, he did hire her, so
And that matters.
right.
Yeah, it has an effect. And I hope they make us eat our words, Bob.
Yeah. Oh,
Turn this ship around right now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I would agree. I'm
Too proud of a tradition.
Yeah.
To see what's happened over the last decade over there.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking of proud of traditions, Bob, Tony V may be gone, but this baseball team is still looking good.
Right. They are. Let's see what the score is right now, Tim. Speaking of, I mean, they come back and won
last night
on Tyler Might, kind of somewhat local kid for us.
Yeah, from Tazewell, who played at Water State.
Right. He
had a solo shot in the ninth inning to send it home.
Yeah, and I think he needs to be in here, in that lineup consistently.
Well, he's making a case for it, Bob.
He did. I mean, it went over top of the center field fence, and just honestly, it looked like it might have even been continuing to go up as it went over the fence.
Well, I think I saw somebody say it was. Correct me if I'm wrong. 384 foot was what they was measuring.
434.
434. But I know I saw some people saying they think that was probably what seemed like it went a lot farther than that.
Yeah, it did seem like it went up farther than that. But man, what a hit! And I feel like he's going to be in the game consistently from here on out. He's playing in the game today as a DH, but I think that bat is going to be too good to keep out of the lineup. And currently, if anybody's wanting to know, we're down right now to Kent State, which is a pretty good team. But long as we can come back and win this ball game, you're going to lose a few games here and there. But I mean, Tony B lost some games he should not have lost occasionally. Hopefully, I think they will come back. They got first and second in the bottom of the sixth. They're down 2-1. Very, very capable of coming back.
Oh, yeah. They're going to be a fun team to watch this year, though. No doubt about it, with the additions of Maya and Brown.
Yeah, Brown. The pitchers. I mean, we got the talents there. I don't think in no way is this team an average team. I fully expect to see them no worse than the super regionals, honestly.
Oh, yeah, I'd agree there. And Bob, I think I just kind of got out of order on things. I think I skipped right past the men's basketball team, I believe.
Yeah, it's easy to do.
Well, I know I mentioned the big win over in the gymnasium, Memorial Gymnasium today.
Yeah.
But let's talk about that big win.
Yeah, it was a big win, Tim. And it was a game that nobody lit it up. It was more of a team effort. It was a game where Ament really didn't have a very good game. But you know what?
He collected a few bruises today, I believe.
Yeah, I think he did. He was on the court floor quite a bit today.
Look, as a Tennessee fan, we cannot talk too much about physical defense.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, it's
But-
probably a little hypocritical.
Yeah, but that said, I believe their whole defensive game plan was let's push, shove, hold, kidney punch, whatever you got to do to
Yeah.
a mint,
Yeah,
and let's see if the refs call it. And for the record, they did not.
right.
So-
Yeah, they was very physical. Which you know, it's a learning lesson because somebody's going to try it.
Well, everybody's really tried it with him.
Yeah.
You know, start the year out. I mean, that was the book on him.
Yeah.
He's sleight of build. Let's be physical with him. And they had a lot of success with it early in the season. He turned it around recently, but I think Vanderbilt took it to another level today.
Yeah, he struggled somewhat shooting. He had the the missed dunk there. I think it may have slipped out of his hand. I think what happened there is he was trying to dunk it. I think, but that's happened. That's happened to me before.
Oh yeah. I'm saying it did.
Yeah, I mean it's
them
difficult,
Nerf, Yeah, them Nerf goals are hard to get up to sometimes, Bob.
Yeah.
But going to, he still rebounded the ball well.
Yeah.
Of course, we rebounded well. But the way this team rebounds, you're going to be in every game as long as you're just not turning the ball over 25 times a game.
Well, yeah. I mean, I just like the fact that we won, Tim, and Matt had a rough game.
Yeah, and we didn't have anybody, like you said, going off an individual star. We had several people, although we had some foul trouble. Parra, when he was in the game, had
right.
A few points, a few rebounds. Carey had rebounds, although he didn't do a lot offensively.
Right.
And Berg still getting minutes and producing some. Boswell.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like you said, today was a good team win on a day that we did not shoot the lights out. We didn't have an individual player just putting us on the team on his back.
I like it when your team wins, when you're on the road, the other team is throwing up junk
and going in. They had some prayers today.
Your star player doesn't produce very well. That's a sign to me of a good basketball team. When those type of things happen, when things don't go your way, several things don't go your way, and you still pull off the win. So it gives you hope that this team can go far in the tournament.
But I think they can. They're still in the process of gelling.
Yeah.
They've not hit their peak.
Yeah.
There's still some things they got to work on. But, we've said it for multiple weeks now. I can see the ceiling of this team being really high.
Yeah.
We haven't reached it, though.
Yeah.
Is it possible? Yeah. Possibly we may not. I don't know.
Right.
But if we get hot at tournament time, this could be a team that the way we rebound and with a couple of elite scorers on the team, we could be a hard out for anybody.
We sure could. Any other thoughts about anything, Tim, Tennessee related? I think we've covered just about everything.
Doing pretty well at the swimming and diving championships.
Yeah. I mean, but it's a Tennessee sport, so we know we're going to be doing pretty good at some. Whatever it is, we seem to be really good at it. So.
Yeah,
but you're right. We are. I think the women, last I saw, was in first, and men was in third. But I haven't seen what's went on today.
Yeah, nor have I. Hopefully, both can maybe finish it off strong.
Yeah.
But Bob, I believe that's about all I got today.
Yeah. Remember to like, subscribe, comment, hit that notification bell. We always love the comments. We always love interaction. Those things, we try to reply back just about every single comment that's ever thrown out there. We love other people's feedback. So throw one out there if you can. And remember, go Vols.
Absolutely. Guys, have a great weekend. Go Big Orange.